Hi class, this is Dr. Cook and Principles of Marketing are now at week 7. We have important announcements, topic for this week, and tasks to be completed by the due date. I have an important announcement including the opportunity to make up one chapter assignment, and it doesn't mean that all of you collectively will pick one chapter to be open up. I will actually ask each one of you to email me one chapter assignment that you have missed so that I can individually open that chapter for you to complete. But you can only complete that missed chapter assignment between October 16 and 18. You only have 3 days to make up that assignment, that chapter assignment that you missed. Therefore, each of you need to email me one chapter that you missed by October 11 at midnight, so that by October 16 at noon, you would be able to make up or redo the chapter assignment that you missed. If you fail to email me the chapter that you missed by October 11 at midnight, there will be no other opportunity in the future. And if you miss any chapter assignment after October 18, there will be no other opportunity to make up. Also, last week, I asked each of you to email me or post questions that you have on the final project or poster. I only have one question posted on Blackboard discussion board. The student asked me about the due date of the poster. So there are 2 due dates for the poster. First is the poster draft, which is due by November 27. This poster draft doesn't need to be complete, but you have to submit what you have written after you visit the writing center. I would give you comments, or at least I will review it, and you will receive 10 points toward your grade for the final project just by submitting the poster draft by the deadline. The final poster, however, is due on December the 4th at midnight. So that would be the deadlines that you have to follow pertaining to your final project. Also, I have emailed each of you that submit SWOT analysis and or problem or concern analysis. So please make sure to apply those comment or feedback onto your future or upcoming assignment. For example, if you did not cite or you cite improperly, make sure that you visit the writing center to get assistance before you submit your next assignment. Otherwise, your grade will be affected by failing to cite or cite improperly. The topic for this week are Chapter 8 and Chapter 7. Chapter 8 would be very useful for your final project because before you coming up with a business concept, you need to consider one market segment that you think would be interested in your business concept. That's why I designed an assignment so that you can address and ask the right question to the specific market segment that you think would be interested in your business concept. Also, Chapter 9 is how to conduct marketing research. So mainly, I would ask you guys to complete one additional assignment beside the Chapter 8 and 9 assignment on Cengage. That assignment is to conduct small research using primary or secondary data collection. Primary data collection is when you come up with a question or multiple questions so that you can ask people firsthand about things that you need to know. Secondary data collection is when you focus on sources that already have those data you need available. For example, you might visit magazine, libraries, websites or blogs that may discuss or may have posted a question or discussion about consumer trends in fashion. So that is the topic that you need to do a research on, which is one consumer trend in fashion. And that consumer trend can actually be helpful for which your business concept for your final project could be. That consumer trend in fashion could be about anything. Could be, for example, what type of products that consumer would like to see in fashion, or what practice that fashion business should be practicing. Now, that data should be summarized and submit in one-page summary. Do not give me the raw data that you have collected. Whether you ask from 5 people or 10 people or visit multiple websites to look for a consumer trend in fashion, just summarize them and identify what that one consumer related trend in fashion is. You just need to clarify what that trend is based on the data you have collected, whether you collect that firsthand or secondhand using data that's already available from other sources. Again, this assignment count toward your grade, which is 10 point. I don't have specific format, but in general, you can use 12 points Time New Roman, double or single space, doesn't matter. If you need extra space, you can use single space. But if you want it to look clean and easy to read, you can do double space. But I don't have specific preference. Now, I extend the deadline to October 20 so that you have extra time to do that data collection. Again, this exercise or assignment is really helpful so that you can come up with the business concept that maybe people really need one company to address. Okay, and that could be part of your final project or poster. So that is all I have for this week. If you have any question, please email me. My office hours this week would be at the Hague House on campus, or you can Skype during 3 p.m. to 3:50 on Tuesday and Thursday. You can Skype as well if you need intermediate interaction. Thank you for watching.